Hello everybody, my name is Eugene Chang and welcome to today's presentation where we are going to talk about how to start your own profitable e-commerce business without packing and shipping while working full-time. Now you will learn these 7 simple steps on how to set up your own highly profitable e-commerce business. And on the side, I'm not trying to sell anything in this presentation. I'm here to provide a whole bunch of contents and values, so make sure you have your pen and paper ready to take notes. So what exactly will you learn from this presentation? And these are the values that you will gain. The first and foremost, freedom business principles, where I will go through 5 elements that you need to build a successful e-commerce business. Now next, you will learn about the overview of e-commerce business model. Third, the first steps to building your e-commerce business, which is predictable, repeatable, scalable, and built to sell. Finally, the ultimate 7-step marketing and sales system, which you can implement to start your own profitable e-commerce business. Before we proceed, now it is fair that I share my story with you all, my story of struggle, finding a solution, and achieving success. Now I used to work as a typical 9-to-5 engineer for 5 years in the shipbuilding and also oil and gas industry. Now, everything was great in the beginning until I realized my life is just a routine, day in, day out. Same stuff, different day. There's no work-life balance at all. I think to myself, life has to be more than just slaving away either in the office or on site. Just like this dude here in the photo. Now, I'm not trying to say that it is wrong working long hours in the office or on site. Now, if that is what you are passionate about, then go ahead and stick with it. So while working as an engineer, I was learning about online marketing and e-commerce business. I was reading tons of articles and watching videos, learning about online business and marketing strategies. Before I knew it, I was stuck in a wormhole with tons of information. I was feeling overwhelmed and I had no idea where to start. I was feeling helpless. I thought to myself, there has to be a simpler way to get back on the right track. Now we all need direction in life at some point, and instead of asking what can I do, now we should always ask who can help me with that. Luckily, I reached out to the right coach at the right time and was able to have more clarity on what I need to do in business and propel forward from there. So working full-time as an engineer, I would dedicate time after work into my online businesses. Fortunately for me, the big man upstairs did me a huge favor. I was made redundant from my engineering job, and at that moment, that instant, everything started to change. Now, for the better, of course. Now, I realized that I was able to leverage on my strengths and focus on businesses that I actually enjoy running, and at the same time, giving me more freedom. Since then, I've been focusing on building my own e-commerce business and coaching others who want to start their own profitable e-commerce business. I'm very grateful and happy that I was given the golden opportunity to be able to work anywhere, learn anywhere, and live anywhere. I'm also grateful that I'm able to spend time with my family, my friends, and my business associates who matters to me the most. Now you guys are probably wondering what's going on here in this photo. It was actually taken recently in Bali, Indonesia, when I cracked open the coconut with my bare hands. I couldn't help but smile every time I look at this photo. So before we move forward, always keep in mind that when you want to give up, remember why you started in the first place. Now, when sample products that you receive from your manufacturers didn't turn out expected, or any campaigns that you run are not working, your big why in life is the key that will inspire you to propel forward, to try again and again. Since I started focusing on e-commerce business, I'm constantly speed testing different business growth strategies to further benefit my students. Now, I want my students to be able to achieve and fulfill their dreams of starting their own profitable e-commerce business and have more time and financial freedom. Here's a phenomenal testimonial written by Hong Lee. Now, this is what he has to say about me. Eugene displays a great deal of passion for Amazon e-commerce and without fail has continued to surprise me with its winning strategies on what it really takes to build a wildly profitable Amazon e-commerce business. At first, thought What could possibly be different about Eugene's strategies when compared with the other dozen of Amazon business coaching courses out there? And the truth eventually unfolded as he showed me advanced business growth strategies that only open to his current students. So if you're a real coach and mentor with real experience and someone who will sell you and not someone who will sell you an overly hard information product, then Eugene is certainly your go-to expert in this field. Okay, now first of all, let's talk about breaking the cycle. So what exactly do I mean by breaking the cycle? Now I mean going ahead and unplug and reset a lot of your limited beliefs about business. Now let's get rid of the old traditional thinking of what society has told us. Society has always tell you that you need large capital to be able to start an e-commerce business. You need to be smart and expert, in leading example in the industry. And society also tells us that you need a team to grow an e-commerce business. You need to work long hours because corporations tell you to work, and work. Now, there's a whole bunch of nonsense which traditional society has embedded into our brains. My goal here is I want to eradicate all of those limited beliefs by end of this presentation, and I want you to literally be blown away by how exactly this business model works. Now, as I mentioned before, I was working long hours as an engineer and learning about starting an online business, but I reached a breaking point, pretty much similar to this crazy lady here, where she literally wants to smash the laptop. Now, most probably she's been working too hard, doing the wrong thing, and constantly had enough. I'm sure most of you out there are in similar situations where you are tired of working the particular job you're at, no time to spend with your family and friends, and think to yourself, there has to be a better solution, a better business model out there which can leverage both your time and yourself, your personal skills in business to be able to achieve the lifestyle that you want. So I want to take you from this crazy lady here, to being this dude right here. I want to take a lot of all those typical limited beliefs you have about how to build a successful e-commerce business and flip it on its head. Now, to have a successful business that allows you freedom and a lifestyle, you need the following 5 elements of freedom business principles incorporated into your business model. First of all, it's automated sale, a system in place that repeats sales and constantly markets to consumers. A system that operates 24/7, 365 days a year. Now, this system is constantly operating without your presence. And you want an online platform that is trusted by customers as well, and able to take sales and process transactions without you physically have to be there. Now, you want to build your business also based on recurring revenue and repeatable customers. A system that allows for repeatable customer and a product that customers repeatedly needed. So you want to be in business based on repeatable, predictability, and scalability. Now, for instance, health and fitness industry. If you're taking supplements and have a 30-day supply, so what happens after 30 days? Of course, you order again. So that's the type of customer you want to reach out to. This does not only apply to health and fitness. There are other types of industry which maximize the power of repeat customers and recurring customer revenue. Now, next, you want to have no accounts receivables. Now, you want to be in a positive position where customers have to pay you first before they get their product. However, if you are in a business model based on services such as consulting and coaching, where you have to wait 7 or perhaps 14 business days for a bank to process the transaction or customers paying late. In business, it's all about cash flow, and that's how you can scale big. Fourthly is physical products, where high conversions and lower refund rates. And the fifth one is asset. You want to own the products and brand, the assets which product produce the results. You can have all the 4 freedom business principles mentioned in both: automated sale, recurring revenue, repeat customers, no accounts receivable, selling products, not services. But if you do not own the assets which produce the results, when it comes to a time when you want to sell the business, I'm afraid you won't be able to do so. Hence, you want to be in a business that you can build to sell, owning the assets which produce the results. For instance, Apple App Store, iTunes, or Google Play Store owns assets and platform which produce the results. For any e-commerce business, there are 3 pillars of success that has been tested and successfully worked out. Now, the first is looking at this image here. Play where you can win. You want to enter a market which you can do substantial disruption, bringing in sales, building and scaling your business fast. Find out what products are selling hard, what systems are working, and invest in it. Now, the second is to only work on what's essential. Based on P.A.R.T's principle, only do 20% of the work, which achieves 80% of the results. Now, too often we get caught up spending too much time on market research when all we need to do is to pick a product, select supplier and manufacturer, and start selling. Third is to achieve speed execution. You want to be in a business where you can literally bring in sales on demand, already have loyal customers on the e-commerce platform, increase market campaign, or increase your product range. Business is not only an extension of yourself, it is a reflection of how good you are as a decision maker. Next, looking at these colorful circles put together here. Don't worry, I'm not trying to perform any fancy Photoshop here. When you utilize the 3 pillars of success, combining with finding your sweet spot, you will absolutely dominate in business, whether it is in e-commerce or any other businesses. Most importantly, you need to know your strength. By that, I don't mean by how much you can lift, but what you can bring to the table. For instance, whether you are good at systems and planning, or if you're good at talking to people, selling deals, you need to focus and leverage on your strengths when it comes to business, as Tim Ferriss mentioned in 4-Hour Workweek. Secondly is opportunity. You need to maximize the opportunity at the right time to have much data and insights. And right now, it is Amazon e-commerce business, which I will further delve into later. And this is the opportunity right now where we can fully leverage on it to start a profitable e-commerce business. Seriously, there's no other hotter opportunity than this right now. Next is passion. You're not restricted to sell products in a certain category in e-commerce. You can sell products based on your passion. For instance, if you're passionate about automotives, and you can sell automotive accessories. There's no limitation on that. There's so many categories and products that Amazon sells which you can choose from. Lastly, it is resource. By resources, it can be time that you're willing to spend, or financial capital, or human capital, which in this case is yourself. This is why the affluent always say, be resourceful. Tap into your resources and leverage on them so you can do more with less, not doing more with more. So why e-commerce? Why not any other businesses? Well, because e-commerce allows you to integrate freedom business principles and the 3 pillars of success, and optimizing your sweet spot. Put you in a position that you can win and also dominate in e-commerce from day one. Now, secondly is the high barrier to entry. As surprising as it sounds, if you do a search on Google on e-commerce business out there, you will be surprised on how many people start an e-commerce store with no strategies, and expects customers to just flood in and make purchases on whatever product range they have to offer. Little do they know, it takes much more than that when it comes to running a proper e-commerce business. You want to be strategic so you don't run your business to the ground. Third, no hardcore sales persuasion is necessary when it comes to selling your physical products in the e-commerce realm. For instance, when is the last time you want to buy a pair of shoes online and it took perhaps 50 emails from the seller to send to you for you to be convinced to make a purchase? There is no need for long sales letters or crazy sales tactics to convince customers to make a purchase. And at this present time, e-commerce business is the model, in my opinion, that you can scale really fast. Fourth, high value per visitor. Now, what I mean by this is buyers enter the e-commerce site, such as Amazon or eBay, with a buying mindset. They are not looking for information through Google. They are looking to make a purchase. Lastly, higher conversions. So since customers are already in the buying mindset, and combine that with the physical products which have perceived as higher value, they are most likely to make a purchase, which means more money in your pocket for you to build a business of your dreams, and which means you can finally free yourself from the job or whatever type of position which you are not happy being in. So what are the main barriers to e-commerce? So the first one is marketing. So exactly do I get customers to see my products? And the most important metric is trust. If you haven't built trust in the marketplace, if you haven't built trust with your customers, and you expect customers to buy from your platform, you're gonna have a really tough time getting business. Now you need to leverage on trusted distribution channels. And what I mean by trusted distribution channel is that, for instance, when you go on to Amazon, you're more likely to make a purchase there because you trust the Amazon brand. You know that they do fraud prevention, they do quality assurance. You know that Amazon looks after the end customer, as opposed to going to some dodgy site which you haven't heard about and try to make a purchase from there. Secondly, product selection. Choosing the right product to obtain high enough margins, and so you can sustain your business, and how to find the right manufacturers who will be producing your products. Thirdly, choosing new products once you are doing good in a certain market. So how do I find the right product to scale my business further, reaching out to more customers and tapping into new market, new opportunity. Fourthly, web development, technology, IT, and system. Now this is the main one. This is always the one holding people back. They always think that, oh my God, I have to set up an e-commerce site. I have to deal with SSL certificates. Need to buy new domains, pay for hosting. Worried about payment gateway, merchant process, logistics, administrations, and invoices. Trust me, it is a lot of headache and effort that you don't necessarily want to go to. So what if I told you a platform like Amazon actually dealt with all of that? Now, the fifth is legal compliance and tax laws. Now, how on earth do I deal with international payments if I'm making a sale in US or in UK? Now, at this point of time, don't worry about it. Amazon takes care of international payments. Lastly is branding. Too often people say, how do I compete with the big dogs in the industry? Stop focusing on how to compete with the big dogs, and start focusing on being a small giant and leverage on the platform that the big dogs have built. In this case, we're going to focus on building a highly profitable e-commerce business by leveraging the power of Amazon and doing marketing better than all of your competitors. So what if I told you, in terms of marketing, that you could build an effective marketing system which is 10 times better by leveraging the power of Amazon's domain authority, as opposed to yelling and screaming on Facebook or any other social media channels about your business from scratch? And what if I told you that product selection is just a simple process that would tell you that you can go into Amazon to find out what is hot selling right now and which product is able to scale fast, and do better marketing to blow all your competitors out of the water? And what if I told you you can do the same with new products? So once you have decided on a product to sell and you are killing it with sales, go ahead and expand your product range. Then you can also leverage on your current customers with your new product range to build a stronger brand. And what I told you, technology part is so easy. It's like using Facebook. I'm sure all of you know how to upload pictures, writing comments, liking a post, all these simple steps. nothing hard. And what if I told you about e-commerce system, this e-commerce system that requires no packaging or delivery from your end? Absolutely nothing at all. All you need to do is to focus on your brand by being strategic on Amazon with specific keywords for your products and do marketing better than your competitors. Now, just for references, this is a comparison between what Amazon focuses on and what you have to focus on here, Mr. Smiley Face. Now, Amazon does all the heavy lifting for you, which is shipping, customer service, website maintenance, SSL certificates, hosting, buying, advertising, packaging suppliers, warehouse staff, warehouse maintenance, fraud preventions, and also returns. And all you need to do is pick your product, choose your supplier, manage inventory, and focus on building your e-commerce business and your brand. Now, you can build a sustainable and scalable business in record time by leveraging the power of Amazon. So which one of it is easier, to focus on these 4 things here, Mr. Smiley Face, or to focus on what Amazon is dealing with here? I'll tell you one thing, scalability is dependent on how much you can delegate. So Amazon is taking care of so much heavy lifting for you. It is an absolutely godsend. Now I will explain further on how easy this is. So the whole business model in essence is here, where this is Mr. Smiley Face again, which is you. You're smiling because you are going to build a life-changing business so that you don't feel tied down with what you are doing right now. First of all, you place an order with Mr. Supplier, telling him that you need 100 pieces or 500 pieces, 1,000 pieces, whatever amount that you need for your inventory, and then Mr. Supplier will send your inventory to fulfillment by Amazon warehouses. So what fulfillment by Amazon program is? It is a program that Amazon deals with stocking inventory, packing products, processing, international fees, a whole bunch of logistics that you don't want to deal with, because if you did, you won't be able to scale your business as fast. And then Amazon pays you every 14 days straight into your bank account. And it's that simple and straightforward. So essentially, the primary goal here is to build a sustainable and scalable business in record time, quicker than you have ever seen, all through leveraging the power of Amazon. Now, I want you to break the cycle. So don't wait until there are no more ducks in the row. Then you can go ahead and execute a task. You don't need years of education to be able to build an e-commerce business. It's all about taking consistent action. And even when you have issues, have faith and trust in the process and system. That the moment that you take that one little action, you will go ahead and build up continuously until you have a thriving e-commerce business. Now, the size and speed of your success will depend on 2 main things, which is focus and commitment. I always tell my students that where focus goes, energy flows. So should you focus on 5 or 10 different products? My suggestion is that you focus on one product, build it up, absolutely dominate it, then expand out to your next product. Rinse and repeat, duplicate the process so that you understand it well as well. So next one is, second one is commitment. So the ability to not give up or quit and trust in the system is what's going to set you apart from whether you're going to get in your business quick or at a slower rate. The first steps to building your e-commerce business, which is predictable, repeatable, scalable, and built to sell, are based on the following metrics. Now, for a business to be predictable, you need a business which is long-lasting and sustainable. And from what I've seen here, and what we have all seen in the news, Amazon isn't going anywhere anytime soon. And for a business to be repeatable, you need to be able to expand your product range easily when you have systems in place. And you want a business that is scalable so that you don't go ahead and reach saturation where you can't scale. You want to be in a business to be rapidly profitable at the same time as well. Lastly, you want a business that is built to sell, which is owning the brand, and that is known as private labeling. For those of you who don't know what private labeling is, here's a really good example. For instance, when you walk into a health and fitness store, there are lots of supplements on the shelf, and the chances are most of them are the same, but with different labels. 40-50 types of supplements all come from only a few factories. All they did was purchase these supplements from the manufacturer, slap their own label on it, and start selling it. So that's in a nutshell, pretty much in a nutshell, what private labeling is. So what is Amazon such a lucrative business model? Well, you don't need to be a programmer to be able to start on business on Amazon. You don't need any tech skills, and you don't need huge startup capital. And for those of you who have been in online business, you will look at this and understand that this is an absolutely golden opportunity, and the scalability is huge. So what exactly is the ultimate marketing and sales system here? This is just an overview of the entire process. I will go through each step in detail so you have a better understanding. So step 1, pick a hot product to sell. Using the bestseller list provided by Amazon, you will be able to determine your product to sell. All you need to do is follow the link here, www.amazon.com/bestseller/ZGBS. Step 2 is to find the right suppliers and manufacturers for your e-commerce business. Step 3, branding. By branding, I mean where you can decide on your company name, your company logo, your product label, and most importantly, your USP, which is your unique selling proposition. Your unique selling proposition should provide the solution to your customer's problem. Now, a good question to ask yourself when creating your USP is, why should I choose my product when there are plenty of other competitive options available to me? Step 4 is to create a Seller Central account, and it will cost you $39.99 per month with the free 30-day trial. Step 5 is to create your product listing on Amazon. Step 6 is sending your shipment to Amazon warehouses. Step 7 is to perform P.A.R.T system, where P is product listing optimization, A is Amazon marketing advertising, R, which is getting reviews, and T is tweaking, refining, and executing your business model. Now, let's delve into step 1. So step 1 is to pick a hot selling product. There are lots of categories on Amazon to choose from. There are automotive, baby products, electronics, health and personal care, and many more. Choose and decide a product as to what you're passionate about, so you enjoy working on it. Choosing the right product to sell is important to obtain high enough margins. Now, from a marketing perspective, it is strategic to focus on one product in the beginning, and once it is well established, you can expand your product range. I always remind my students that the last thing they want is to spread themselves too thin and start to lose focus. Step 2 is finding the right suppliers and manufacturers for your business. Now, the best way to search for suppliers and manufacturers is to ask your best friend Google for help. Now, simply navigate to google.com/NCR. Now, NCR stands for non-country redirect, and we want to avoid getting redirected to country-specific versions of Google. Now, using this Google search method, you can locate tons of private labels for your supplement line. Now, simply type in, say, your product name and then private label. Say, for instance, if you're searching for multivitamins for men, so you type in multivitamins for men, private label, or multivitamins wholesaler, multivitamins supplier, multivitamins manufacturer. Now, you can also use the Google search and plus exclusions method here to exclude websites that do not provide private label services, such as Facebook or Optimum Nutrition. So once you have built your list of suppliers using this method, be sure to record them down in an Excel sheet, Google Documents, or any other preferred method. Now, you can begin contacting each eligible supplier via email. And however, I strongly suggest contacting them through phone or Skype, as this is the best way for building a relationship. You only need one supplier, but having multiple options is always ideal. Now, one supplier for the first batch and another suppliers as your backup. And also, be sure to browse through to page 8 to 10 on Google, as suppliers have terrible SEO. Step 3, which is branding. So it is important that you purchase a UPC code as shown in this slide here. Now you can purchase UPC codes from websites, and I suggest buying them in bulk and share them with your friends, as it's cheaper to do so. Or you can keep it for future use when you expand your product range. Now, for every new product that you create, you need to include a UPC code and label. You can easily outsource your product label creation to freelancers for a fraction of the price compared to you visiting your local design agency. But before you do so, now make sure you get a template label from your supplier. Now, for logo design, I suggest using Fiverr. No, it is cheap and it does the job. I usually throw in Rolodex of websites for my students to outsource tasks to save time, so that they can focus their time and strengths on what matters the most. Now, for product label design, you can choose between 99 Designs, Elance, or Freelancer. Now, it will cost more than 5 gigs, but they have lots of talented designers for you to choose from, and they generally do a good job. You can perhaps struck up a deal with Freelancer to design both your logo and your product label. It's entirely up to you. Now, step 4 is to create a seller Central account. Now, you can create your Amazon FBA account at the following link, or type in Amazon FBA in Google. Now, Amazon charges a monthly fee of $39.99 for your seller's account. The first month is free, which is an absolute bonus. Now, it is strategic that you completed the previous 3 steps before moving forward to this step, so that the free month does not go to waste. Step 5 is to create your product listing. Now, you need to create a new product as you are selling your own brand and it is still new in the market. Now, take note that you need to request approval from Amazon to sell in certain categories. I'm pretty sure some of the health and personal care, you need to get approval from Amazon. Now, all you need to do is get your purchasing invoice from your manufacturer, send it to Amazon, and you will be approved to sell in the supplements category. It's that simple. Now, step 6 is sending shipment to Amazon. So the default fulfillment setting on Amazon is fulfillment by merchant, and you need to switch it from fulfillment by merchant to fulfillment by Amazon. And you can do that in the managed inventory page. So once you have switched to fulfillment by Amazon, you will be prompted to send in your inventory. Now, simply follow instructions on screen and send in your first shipment. Now, you will be prompted to choose your packing type in the beginning. So now choose case packed, and because you're selling in the whole case of packaging instead of selling one product at a time. And click continue to your shipping plan. Don't forget to enter your supplier's address where the products will be shipped from. From there on, follow on-screen instructions to complete the shipment. Now, step 7 is to perform P.A.R.T system. Now, this is a system which I've crafted up and can assist you in scaling your Amazon e-commerce business. Let's take a look at what the system is all about. The P.A.R.T system consists of P, which is product listing optimization, A, Amazon advertising, R for reviews, and T, which is tweak, refine, and execute. Now, I will go through, we'll discuss each module here of the P.A.R.T system in this presentation. So let's delve into the first module of the P.A.R.T system, which is product listing optimization. Now, there are 4 key components of best-selling product listing page. The first is product title, second description, third images, and fourth other fields. First component is the product title. The product title is searched by buyers on Amazon, and to capture the attention, you need to have an eye-catching title, of course. Now, product title is the 90 cents on the dollar for a great product listing. Next is product description. This is the section to convert visitors to customers. Now, a great copywriting will remove any doubts your customers might have in mind, trigger the emotions, and convince them to make a purchase. The same marketing concept as commercials we watch on TVs today. Now, thirdly is product title and description. Product title and description needs to be written in a way that makes people want to read on. Now, we live in an always buzzing world and constantly pulled in all directions by shiny objects, fancy images, messages on a phone, and many more. Us human beings have been reduced to a 9-second attention span, and no, you are not that special. You don't get extra time to convert your customers. We all get only 9 seconds. Now, the third component is the product images, which plays an important role in increasing product click-through rate and convert visitors to customers. And last but not least are the fields on your product listing that will help with conversion, such as pricing and other product specifications. Now, next we are going to discuss choosing bias keywords for your product listings. Now, most internal Amazon searches are not from categories or placements such as most products most wished for. It is from Amazon keyword traffic. Now, keyword traffic meaning particular keywords that visitors searches through the search bar on Amazon. Now, product categories on Amazon fluctuates and are constantly changing due to Amazon's split testing, but the keyword traffic will always be consistent. Now, this is how we communicate what we want to look for through the search bar. The customers are constantly searching on Amazon, and Amazon's search algorithm run according to these keyword searches to display results accordingly. Now, looking at the keyword sweet spot, the bias keyword keywords are vital and should be included in your product title, description, and marketing campaign. And I will further explain about using keywords in your marketing campaign later in this presentation. Now, keywords that you choose will determine how well your product sells. Now, you want to be in the sweet spot, You want to be in the sweet spot here, which is this Mr. Smiley face again, which is in between Google and Amazon search keywords. You can utilize Google search keyword search tool to search for Google keywords and FreshKey Tool to search for Amazon keywords. Now, for your information, searches on Google are information-based, based keywords, meaning majority searches on Google are often looking for information and are not in a buying mindset. On the other hand, searches on Amazon is the opposite. We jump on Amazon with a buying mentality to search for products to buy. Hence, it is called bias keywords. Now, an important note here: using random keywords for your product listings is not a strategy. It is more like buying a lottery ticket waiting to win the next big game. It won't work. So, to determine information-based keywords on Google, the best tool to use is none other than Google Keyword Tool. Some of us might be familiar, but some might not be. But don't sweat, this is extremely easy to use. Simply search for Google Keyword Tool in Google and select Google keywords, the keyword planner here, as shown in this image here. Now, follow instructions on page to either sign in or register for an account. This is an example of the search results using Google Keyword Tool. Now, ensure that the Keyword Ideas tab, as highlighted here, is selected to view the average monthly searches for keywords. Now, looking at the example here, we have 880 monthly searches for multivitamins for men and 260 monthly searches for men's multivitamin. Now, that's not too bad at all, but if we take a look at the keywords by relevance at the bottom, we know that there are 2,900 searches for multivitamin for men. Now, notice the difference in the searches. A singular keyword multivitamin for men could have more searches than a plural multivitamins for men. Now, hence, this is why keyword research is so important, and I could not emphasize anymore how crucial this step is. Next, to determine bias keywords, you can use this software known as FreshKey Tool. This is one of my favorite tools for keywords research, which I will give out to my coaching students to utilize. Now it is very easy to use. All you need to do is insert your selected keywords from Google Keyword Tool. Now ensure that you select Amazon platform here and click get keywords. Within a few minutes, this tool will scrape all related buyers keywords on Amazon and display them on screen. The buyers keywords are displayed according to the search ranking on Amazon, which ranges from 1 to 10, highest to lowest keyword volume search. Aside from search ranks, you are also able to determine the keyword's search trend on Google. Now both type of keywords will be used in our product title, description, and also your marketing campaigns to tackle both searches on Google and also Amazon Marketplace. Now here's just a screenshot of a multivitamin selling on Amazon. Now this product title can be improved with more information as of today, December 2015. Amazon only allows a total of 200 characters for your product title instead of what is used to be, I think it's 250 characters. Now you need to ensure that your product title consists of both Google and Amazon keywords, so you cover both sides of your base. Now, not to forget making sure that the sentence is understandable and not just throwing in, combining in a whole bunch of keywords. It doesn't work that way. Now, keywords used for your title needs to start from Amazon keywords followed by Google keywords. Now, this is because Amazon's search algorithm picks up keywords that are based on keywords that are being searched on, of course, Amazon. Now, having Google keywords in your title will also help in searches on Google, which is search engine optimization, and that is a whole new topic itself, which I won't go through. Now, back to where we were. Amazon allows 5 bullet points to be shown in your product sales page, and looking at this sample image here, only 4 is written for this product, and additional information such as providing some sort of guarantee for your customers will help increase conversions. Now let's take a look at the product description. Same principles from your product title. Ensure that you insert both keywords in the description. It is important that you use HTML code when writing your product description, and this will make your description look neater, easier to read, and more presentable. Now the best approach is to write your description in Word document and convert it into HTML on Google. There are plenty of websites that you can visit to convert your document. Now take note that Amazon allows a total of 1,500 characters for product descriptions. Guys and girls, make sure that you utilize all the characters and space allowed by Amazon, as you do not want to leave any money on the table. Now, next component we will be discussing here is product images. Our product images plays an important role in increasing product click-through rate and to convert visitors to customers. You need to ensure that your product images are 3D rendered and eye-catching to be able to capture a customer's attention. Now here's just a few examples that I found on Amazon. Now the first 2 products here is what you should be aiming for. Now both of them looks clear, precise, vibrant, just like this minion with his teddy bear here, and not to forget, has that 3D effect to capture customers' attention. Now this third one, however, is what you should really avoid. Now it looks absolutely horrible with that dull color, and it seems as though it's cut out from a newspaper. And I don't know, for this Necon syrup, it looks more like a cough syrup or poison to me. So avoid this type of image, guys. Now the second module that we'll be discussing in the P.A.R.T system is the Amazon in-house advertising. This is very powerful as it is hyper targeted at customers already searching on Amazon. This is where the real goal is. Now there are 2 main types of advertising provided by Big Boss Amazon here, which is Campaign Manager and Promotion. Campaign Manager's tab is where we manage all our ad groups in one section. On the other hand, if you have four choice of promotions to choose from. They are promotion offering free shipping, money off, which is a percentage or dollar discount for your products. Buy one get one free promotion, and last but not least, external benefits promotion, which is an offer that you provide post customer order. I won't go into too much detail for Amazon promotion as it is pretty straightforward and easy to set up. Now let's take a look at the automatic targeting advertising offer by Amazon. We can set this up in just a few minutes. The first thing to do, of course, is to give a name to your campaign. For instance, you can use whatever name that you want based on your personal preference, whichever name that you want to use for better project management. Next is to insert a daily budget that you're comfortable to spend. I like to start off with $5 per day and slowly increase it depending on the ad conversion rate. So once we decide on a daily budget, we can move on to the start and end date for the ad campaign. I usually leave the ad to run continuously, and if the campaign doesn't work, we can always pause the campaign. No sweat. Now don't forget to select auto targeting and then continue to the next step. Note that Amazon will send us a notification email should the daily advertising budget runs low, so we can decide from there whether to increase our budget or scrap the campaign entirely. Now next is to insert your ad group name for your campaign and also default bid for keywords. Now depending on the competition in the marketplace, you can always start with 50 cents and slowly increase it. Now note that the higher the bid, the more impression you will receive from Amazon. Now once done, you will select the product that you want to advertise on Amazon, of course, and click Save and Finish to start running your ad. Now it will take approximately 1 hour for ads to show on Amazon. Now all done, and it's just a few simple steps to start running your own Amazon ads. Hope you guys are following me here. And now let's take a look at the manual targeting ads. Similar procedure as the automatic targeting ads, except you are using your own keywords in this case. This is where you insert your keywords, of which you generated using FreshKey Tool, as I mentioned earlier in this presentation. Now the same process as Amazon ads, insert your default keyword bid that you are comfortable with. Now once you're done, click Finish and you can start running your ads. There are two types of ads provided by Amazon. Manual targeting ads will only display ads when the exact keywords are used by customers. Now, hence, it is crucial to know the exact keywords customers are searching for on Amazon. Automatic targeting ads, on the other hand, display your product based on a keyword search term specified in the product editor's side or your seller's back office. Now, there are pros and cons using either type of these ads, automatic and manual. So as Seth Godin would say, instead of choosing option A or option B, why not choose option C, which is both types of ads? I always advise my students to run both manual and targeting and also automatic targeting ads. Now it is important that you download the advertising report provided by Amazon and use this data to your advantage. Now, utilizing these reports, you can analyze what worked, what didn't work, and what can you change to make things work. It's been catchy there, but you get the point, me. Now, this part is crucial for when you are using automatic targeting, as Amazon's algorithm will display your products based on relevant keywords as well. Now, this will increase your product click-through rate, however, lower your conversion rate. Now what I mean by this is that Amazon displays ads based on relevancy keywords, and therefore any searches with the main keyword will trigger ads to be displayed. For instance, say your keyword is men's multivitamin, and when a customer search for men's multivitamin or just multivitamin, your product ads will be displayed as well. So what if a female customer is searching for multivitamin and your product ad will be displayed? They will click on it out of curiosity and there will be no conversion since they're not looking to buy men's multivitamin, well, unless they're making a purchase for their husbands. Now, in order to avoid spending unnecessary on cost per clicks, you can download one of the manual reports provided by Amazon to determine these negative keywords. By negative keywords, meaning keywords that are irrelevant to your products. Report you want to look at is the search term report, which you can determine negative keywords for each campaign that you run. To obtain this report, just navigate to the search term report tab here, as shown in this image, and click request report as shown in the screenshot. Now you will be prompted to wait for a couple more minutes for the report to be compiled before you can download it. Now you follow me here, right? No, I usually perform a live stream video for my students, as that provide better understanding, but unfortunately we are short on time at this stage. I hope you guys are following me right here and also taking notes. Now here's an example of what the search term report looks like. Now columns such as campaign name, keywords match type, impressions, click-through rate, and many more in this report, which can be utilized to further tweak and refine your ads. But for now, let's take a look at the customer search term column. Now this is where you identify your negative keywords for your automatic campaign. Make sure you go through the entire list and highlight keywords that are irrelevant to your products you are selling. Now, which brings us to the next slide. Now, once we have identified the list of negative keywords and compiled them in a separate spreadsheet, we can then upload onto the ad group negative keywords list for this selected campaign. Now, just by performing this step, we will be eliminating a lot of unnecessary cost per click, since these keywords are not relevant to our products. Besides that, Amazon will also reward us with lower cost per click and higher impressions, since we provide a whole bunch of useful data to the system. So how do you find Amazon pay-per-click advertising? Now it's pretty simple to follow and execute, right? So next, let's take a look at my Amazon marketing blueprint. This is a proven marketing blueprint that I give out to my coaching students. The Amazon blueprint will help you build your product and your company brand. Now you will share you can share your Amazon products into these platforms to increase site authority and also increase exposure. Now you can post your product details and link to Amazon through these social media channels. For instance, a great strategy is implementing a pre-launch marketing campaign via Facebook, now while performing customer development simultaneously. Another great strategy is to create a 60-second how-to video on YouTube to build trust and also increase rankings on Google and Amazon. Now let's proceed to the third element of the P.A.R.T system, which is reviews. We all know that the product and seller reviews are vital to build a solid reputation on Amazon and amongst our customers as well. In today's day and age, social proof is incredibly important for product sales. Customers will now make a purchase without looking at product reviews. We all want to know what other customers are thinking of the product, especially if the product is highly priced. Now Amazon puts a lot of emphasis in getting reviews right. Reviews are a major contribution factor to conversion rate. And you probably noticed that there are lots of adverts over the internet with testimonials and reviews for products or services offered. Now reviews also plays an important role in building your brand. And we can obtain, the first step to do is to obtain 3 reviews. Why is that? Because Amazon only displays the 3 reviews at a time, and reviews help product listings stand out, encourages Amazon affiliates, and also improves conversion rate. So how do you obtain reviews? Now, easiest thing to do is to give your products to family members for reviews, or have a giveaway on a Facebook promotion, or promote your product via your mailing list should you have a new mailing list. And what better ways to get reviews and feedback for your product from none other than your beloved customers? Simply navigate to your orders tab on Amazon Sellers account control panel, and you will find order details listed in there. Select and click on the customer's name to contact your customer. Now here we have a sample page where you can select the email subject, message and attachments if you have any, before sending out the email. Now just for example, we can say, dear buyer, I wanted to make sure I write to you to thank you for your recent purchase at my store here on Amazon. We pride ourselves on providing the best customer service here, and would like to hear from you your thoughts on our performance. Now click on and follow the link below to drop us a great review. Thanks in advance for taking off your busy schedule. Appreciate the effort taken, and sign off with your company name. Now this is just a sample template which I give out to my students, which you can use here. Now make sure you have the product review link, so when customers click on the link, they will be navigated to the reviews page. Now, just by doing so, we have removed any inconveniences and also frictions that customers might have trying to navigate to your reviews page, and to convert your customers to customers for life. Now, you can give out like a discount code, a 10% discount code, or 5% or 15%, it's up to you, for which they can use for the next purchase at your store. Now, this will keep them as your long-term customers. Now, moving on. You can also send out your products to Amazon's top reviewers in return for an honest feedback. All you need to do is to check for relevancy of products that they review and contact them accordingly. Now, to view this page, simply navigate to www.amazon.com/review/top-reviewers. Now that we have covered the first 3 modules of the P.A.R.T system, the final module is of course making sure that we tweak, refine, and execute our marketing strategies. Amazon ads report are updated within 48 hours, so we are able to tweak and refine our Amazon ads every 24 to 48 hours, adding new keywords or removing keywords that do not convert. Now, you should always remember to contact customers for feedback as well, on a weekly or fortnightly basis. Not to forget posting relevant articles, updates, or promotions on your social media channels that we have covered in the previous slide in the Amazon Marketing Blueprint. Now, this may seem easy, but you will be surprised a lot of e-commerce sellers do not implement this strategy at all. Now, you can't just set up your marketing campaigns and expect sales to just knock on the front door. It doesn't work that way. Now, true that sometimes we get lucky, but relying on luck is not a strategy. You need to consistently iterate and improve, making sure that your marketing campaign is converting sales, making sure you're better than you were yesterday. So those are the 7 steps to start your own profitable e-commerce business. Do you think you can follow these simple 7 steps? I'm sure that if you put your mind and heart to it, you will be able to implement these 7 steps and also focus on your big why. And nothing great was ever achieved without enthusiasm. So be energetic, be active, be driven, and you will accomplish your goals. So most importantly, don't forget to celebrate your small successes along the way. Just like this cool beagle here with his party hat and balloons. Now, celebrating small successes along the way will keep you motivated while you aim and work towards achieving your big goal. Now, if you were to wait until that big goal is achieved, then chances are you will lose motivation halfway through and give up. Now, us human beings are funny creatures, and we need constant motivation and winnings to keep us moving and pushing forward. Now, business is all about enjoying the process, and it is also like a great learning curve for everyone. Here's the question of the day. On a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you to know that you can start implementing these 7 steps to start your own profitable e-commerce business? Now, please feel free to post your thoughts and comments below in the comment box below. I greatly appreciate your efforts. Before I sign up, I'd love to leave you with this inspirational quote by Zig Ziglar. Now, you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed creating it. I challenge you to take action and start your own profitable Amazon business and upgrade your life to the next level. Raise your game and change your life. Now is the time if you want to finally free yourself from a job or whatever type of positions which you are not happy being in. Don't procrastinate and start implementing and executing these strategies that I've covered today. Keep in mind that not every action will go your way. Have the resilience to bounce back again whenever you face difficulties. Now, for those of you who find this a little bit challenging and you need me to provide more guidance and hand-holding, or you want to work together to accelerate your progress, then simply click on the link or button provided below, enter your details, and we will be in touch. Now, big thank you once again for taking time off your busy schedule to commit and tune into my presentation. And I really hope you enjoyed this video and have gained a lot of valuable information from it, and also take lots of notes as well. Goodbye, and may you have an amazing day ahead. That's all, folks. Thank you.